This is Miss Bombardieri. In this video, we're talking about scientific models. You may have learned these in 7th grade, or this might be a reintroduction to these. So remember, models are physical, meaning you can hold them in your hand, conceptual, meaning they are a set of ideas used to explain something, or mathematical, which is a set of graphs or numbers to explain something. So if you remember, the components are the parts that make up your model. This can be what your model is made out of. This can be the parts that are important to represent and which aren't. So you need to make that decision on which parts are really important to understanding your concept and which aren't. And you want to keep your model as simple as possible. So if it's unneeded, don't include it. My model is this Lego cat. The components of this are the actual Legos itself, and it's representing a cat in the real world. You'll notice the size and the shape are very similar to a real cat, and it has some of the similar features: tubby belly, 4 legs, piercing green eyes. All right, the next part you need to understand in your model are the relationships. So these describe how your components interact with each other, and they usually allow you to make predictions. For example, in this model of a cat, I can predict how big the cat will be, and I can predict maybe its growth. You could look at what outfits it could wear, or you could predict how big a cone might need to be if you were going to have a cat injury. And then finally, you guys need to come up with connections for your model that connect it between the actual physical model you're using and the real world phenomenon you're trying to convey or understand. You can use this to predict or quantify, or represent something you could not represent. For example, fossils or dinosaur drawings showing something we could not physically see in real life. This cat model is a lot simpler than a real cat. It does not have internal organs. It does not have claws. It's a lot easier to handle than a real cat. And it simplifies a lot of behaviors. In fact, it shows no behavior that a normal cat would have. Also has no fur. It's got a lot of limitations. But overall, it does convey and look like a cat. Okay, again, model cat. This is a real cat. It's got a lot of claws. Do you see the claws? Models cannot predict the behavior of real cats. Also can't predict how excited they're going to be held.